it's a terror hub that seems to be coming to the very forefront. Number one, it's the building 17 of Al-Falah, which became the meeting point for these terrorists. That's what we are learning at this point. And it was not just building 17 as a whole, but it was room 13 of the building 17, which was the site of conspiracy. That is where all the discussions, the planning started to take place. It was Dr. Muzammil Ahmed's room. The room 13 belonged to Dr. Muzammil Ahmed, who in fact hailed from Pulwama. Post that, Dr. Muzammil held meetings with other terror doctors, Dr. Umar Un Nabi, whose name has come to the forefront, and Dr. Shaheen Shahid, who is also at the very focus of this terror plot. Now, transporting certain chemicals, this very part of the plot was decided in room 13, because remember, it's the explosives that they were collecting from the labs of the university itself. Now, Dr. Umar Un Nabi, Dr. Shaheen Shahid were the ones who were arranging for the chemicals from the university. And the chemicals, where were they being brought from? From the very laboratories. And then the chemicals were being brought from the college laboratories and being transported to Dhauj and Taga in Faridabad, because it is a massive amount that had in fact been recovered from the university. So they had to do it in phases and then keep storing it somewhere. Explosives prepared by mixing. How did they mix it? They mixed it with ammonium nitrate and oxide. That's what we are learning at this given point. That's how the explosives were made. Again, police have seized room 13, recovered various devices and pen drives, which is now very key to the investigation, because that is what's revealing the terror nexus and what exactly was the plot, because from what it seems, it was a serial blast that was being planned by this very group of terrorists. Forensic team recovered chemicals and digital data from room 13 itself, which has started becoming the key to the very terror plot that was being hatched. So this is the very particular plot that we are bringing to you on Focus on India Today itself. The sources again that has revealed these information to us, remember. And we'll go back to Shreya. So Shreya, yes, as we were discussing, the network and how Al-Falah University seems to have become the very center of this terror plot. And at this given point, there was an extensive planning, 2 years over which this entire matter was planned in detail, with chemicals being brought from the laboratories, with devices being made, and then the entire planning as to how they would execute it across locations in this very region, in the National Capital Region itself.
That's exactly what the entire operation was. It was about a series of blasts that they would carry. All of these people had a connection, one connection, that was they were from Kashmir, and we do understand that it was in fact Umar Un Nabi who was the main person of being the bridge between all the doctors. For all this while, we were in the belief that it was the Nogam cleric who was the main one, but investigators, as time goes by and as investigators are interrogating more people, they suggest that it was in fact Umar Un Nabi who was the most radicalized member of this group, and subsequently he was the ones who connected all the doctors together. What is unsure, Shreya, right now is that whether these people were in plan to recruit more people, because their plan was massive. From the amount of ammonium nitrate that has been recovered, one thing is for sure, this was about multiple serious blasts, probably across multiple cities, and that is the reason they were already in a plan of working. Their plan was not complete, and in between, their plan got busted. So this is what we do know, and Al-Falah University remains at the center focal point because it was at the room number 13 and 20. These are the 2 room numbers concerned that were occupied by them, including Dr. Muzammil, which was used to hatch the plan for holding meetings, and that is the reason we will be seeing investigators going through that university for some more days to come, as they will have to go and question people, because we are already hearing from our sources that the students already questioned over there suggest that multiple people used to also come at night at these locations, at these hostels. It was a very discreet place, used to always remain closed. So it's probably the web of secret wire that
right, Shreya. Absolutely. You know, while Dr. Umar seems to be quite the key person behind the entire planning, he seems to be the bridge of the entire nexus that was being formed. It is also Dr. Muzammil whose room was being used. It was room number 13 that was being used for the entire planning of how they would execute the very blasts. So that is what we are bringing to the forefront at this very point, viewers.